Hello there, Internet friends. This is Danielle Pierce, creator of Property Preservation Mastery and founder of Real Estate Profit Lab. Hopefully you guys have been paying attention over the last several days or so. We've been doing features of various students. We're calling the series Preservation During the Pandemic. And we're talking to folks who have made like amazing strides in their business, either starting and or scaling their business during the pandemic. We got folks who are juggling new jobs, new babies, multiple businesses, homeschooling, current pregnancies and so many other things, and still managing to, cross, amazing revenue numbers. So we got 6,000, 6,600, and the highest success story so far for this series will be $11,000. So I'm beginning to talking to Tierra in just a second, but before I get into that, many of you have asked for discount codes over the past. Well, people always ask for discount codes. So we have 6 discount codes we're introducing. They're valued between $200 to $500 off of the full price program. To get those codes, you do have to be on our email list. We have 52,000 people there. You should be one of them. If you're not on the list, head to propertypreservationmastery.com ASAP. I'm going to announce the value of each code on a special live Q&A Wednesday, June 16th at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. All the codes are going to expire at midnight. Videos are staying up because these stories are wonderful. You guys need to hear them. But if you're late to this party, we'll see what we can work out after the fact. So today I'm talking to Tierra Newton. Hopefully I'm saying that right. She is
Yes,
out
you
of
are.
Atlanta, Georgia, where I lived briefly because Atlanta is where everybody went in the 90s to get a better life. So yeah, ours didn't quite work out, but I am very familiar with the city. So Tierra, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are
I'm
you?
doing great. I'm glad that you agreed to do this video because a lot of people are like, oh, I'm scared of the camera. I don't want to do it.
I'm breaking out of my comfort zone right now, but it's okay. We're
I'm
gonna
so
make it
glad to
work.
hear that. So Tierra, what's the name of your company?
It is TS Realty Group.
TS Realty Group, because you
Yes.
also have your licensed real estate broker as well,
Yes,
or
ma'am.
agent,
Well,
agent or
agent.
broker. Okay.
Agent,
Okay.
yes.
And you've been licensed for how long now?
Since January 2019.
January of 2019. So relatively new. Have you started doing BPOs yet? Or
Oh,
are you
I have not. No.
okay? Are you going to
I
add that at some point?
I thought about it because I read about them. I had bought your book.
Yeah.
So I thought about it. I semi started the process, and then I kind of just
Yeah.
didn't. Yeah.
Okay. Well, no, they're not going anywhere, but they're actually ramping up heavily right now. So you're already licensed, and since you'll have some downtime with the new arrival coming soon, like this will be a good time for you to do that.
Right.
All right, Tierra. So what do I want to know? I have so many questions that I want to ask. What's your story? Like what did you do? Did you go to college? Like what have you been doing with your life the past several years?
So, pretty much, I did go to college. I went to Georgia Southern University. I graduated with a degree in information systems,
Okay.
and I pretty much was in the IT field. So I was
Okay.
a data analyst and a business analyst.
Okay.
And then I somehow fell into procurement. So I was a procurement manager as well at the end of it.
Okay. How many years were you in working in IT?
Um, so I actually started when I was an intern. So I think that was 2013.
Okay.
And then I graduated in 2016.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to say you like such a baby, but people used to do that to me when I'd be like, I'm 27. They're like, oh my God, that's so young.
Right, exactly.
But it's wonderful though, because I didn't have this type of drive. Like I wasn't as focused as you are. Somebody like I just didn't have that. Like I knew what I wanted to do, but I wasn't like actually doing it at 27. So that's a big difference. How did you fall into preservation from IT? That's the question I have first.
So pretty much my mom is the one who told me about you.
Okay.
So she saw your ad on Instagram, I believe. I think it was Instagram. She saw it. She's like, Tiara, I watched this webinar. You should look at it. So I looked at the webinar. I'm not gonna lie. I saw the pictures in the beginning of it. I was like, oh
No.
my God, like this is a hot mess. I was
Yeah.
like, what is I text? I said, what is this you're trying to get me to do? And she was like, no, just keep watching, keep watching. I said, oh, okay. We might have something here.
Okay.
So
What made your mom tell you about it though? Did she know you were like looking for something else? Did she felt like you should start a business? Like what was the draw?
so she pretty much I want to say I'm trigger happy when it comes to like trying different things, but I guess I kind of am.
Yeah.
So I was like, this seems pretty solid, so I'm gonna do it. So I watched the webinar, and I'm pretty sure I bought it the same day.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is so cool. So yeah, I guess I've been trigger happy about different things over the years. I've been very upfront. I've done 5 links. I did what's the travel business thing? I did ACM briefly. Uh I sold Cutco knives years ago.
Oh my goodness.
Did lots of things along the way. All right, and did you get started right away?
I did, yes.
Did okay.
So actually at the time, so I was in my last job as the procurement manager, and I actually just got laid off because of the pandemic.
Okay.
So that happened. So I didn't have nothing else to do. I mean, I had my real estate license, but I didn't have anything else to do. So why not? I have nothing but time. So because I pretty much just gonna use that time to spend time with my daughter.
Okay.
But yeah, so I took a leap and I started the course, and it was not hard. I wanted to quit so many times, but I persevered, and I made sure that I finished.
Yeah, you said it was not hard. You wanted to quit. What made you want to quit in the beginning?
Um, just it was like little petty stuff, like finding the insurance was super annoying for me. Yeah. And then I was like, how am I supposed to interview contract? Because in the real estate, I work with contractors as well, but it's a little different. So I was just like, okay, so how am I supposed to interview these contractors? I don't know what the heck I'm talking about, what I'm asking for. So I was just nervous about that, but we made it work.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Most people are like, "How? What am I supposed to say?" I was like, "Well, I mean, the one thing you don't want to ever do with contractors though is sound inexperienced and naive, because they'll
Exactly.
like eat you alive." So you can always, and I feel like you were somebody, if I remember correctly, you were like flying through everything. You're like, "Oh, like I'm done. Check. Like these Type A personalities, I just attract so many of them, I guess, because I probably am one. And you're like, "I did this. Okay, what's next? What's next? What's next?"
Right.
And then it
Yes.
was slow, right? Nothing happened for several months, right?
Yes. So nothing. So okay. So I bought the course. When did I buy it? I think it was May or June that bought it, and then I signed up. So one company reached out to me first, and they wanted me to do inspections.
Yep.
So I did a few of those myself. Found out they weren't for me
Yeah.
necessarily. So put a stop to that. So after that, I was looking for hardcore work orders, and I think I got my first real one in August. And that's only because I expanded outside of my area.
So Atlanta, you were covering just Fulton County only?
So I was on Fulton, Cobb, Gwinnett, what's the other one?
DeKalb?
Douglas, Henry, Clayton. So the main metro areas. And yeah.
Okay. So you expanded, you got your first real work order, and then did you freak out when you got that?
Yes, I did. So I was like, okay.
I think I remember that.
I was like, because I think it was an initial secure, if I'm not mistaken. So I was like, okay, so we need the lockbox, we need all kind of stuff. I was like, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. So I actually went out to the job with the contractor to see. I was like, I thought I was gonna be doing some stuff myself. Me and my mom, we was, gonna tag team it. Now we're gonna be doing.
You and your mama went to the property?
Yes, we did. And when I tell you that house was a hot mess, I said, oh my God. Because I kind of want to experience what I'm sending people out to.
Yes, I agree with that 100%. Yeah.
So I was like, so first of all, okay, I was like, how are we supposed to break in this house? Well, not breaking this house. How are we supposed to get in the house? Yeah. Of course, none of the keys worked.
Yep.
So pretty much we had to
break in,
drill through those locks and whatnot. But there was bugs everywhere. I was like, you know what? Pretty houses are my thing and not so much these, so I'm gonna need to see y'all. So let's just say that was the only job that I went out to physically.
That is hilarious. So that's the
that is it. It was hot outside. It was no air conditioning in that house. I said, this is just not. It was spiders. It was just. It was disgusting in there.
Yeah. They can be pretty atrocious. So you were one and done. You were like, you know what? I've seen it.
That's it. I'm just going to learn the lingo and understand, because I'm just no.
Yeah, I mean, I did a lot more, went to more properties in the beginning, but it was never frequently, because I don't like to, like you, I don't like to be hot. I don't like to be dirty. I don't like smells. My sense of smell seems to be like extra, like paranormal or something, because I smell everything, and it's just not. And then one house I went to, I remember it was covered in roaches everywhere, like
Ye-
the walls, the ceilings. I was just like, yeah, no, uh, yeah. And then yeah, you start feeling like you're itching all the time. So
Exactly. I was in a shower for forever after that first house. And me and my mom was like, yeah, no, this is just not, no, this is not gonna work.
so did you have an initial goal in terms of how much money you wanted to make, or what you saw yourself doing with the business? Did you have a number in mind?
So pretty much I didn't necessarily have a goal. I was just like, you know what? I invested in this course and other things.
And I'm
So
gonna get
I
my
have,
money back.
yeah, yes, bare minimum. I need my money back. So whatever I gotta do to do that, I'm gonna do that. So that was pretty much my goal. And I definitely exceeded that for sure.
Did you work with family and friends at all in the beginning?
So contractor wise, no. So my mom was kind of bouncing ideas off each other. But contractors, I wanted to leave that line separate.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. Well, it sounds like your mom was a pretty good help though, too, right? Your mom is,
Yes, you.
that's great though. So did anybody doubt you? Because I mean, if you have a support system in place, like people always tend to do better. So did you have anybody who was doubting you, or did you just have people who were supportive of whatever you were doing?
So I had some friends. So I guess this is going back to me being kind of trigger happy with things. So I kind of try things, and then people kind of think, oh, it's just one of your things that you're just doing. And that's just that. So just like, I got my bartender license. I have all kind of certifications, all kind of, yeah, stuff that have nothing to do with today.
With
But
anything?
yeah, exactly. But I know I can make some money by myself. I need to. But yeah, but besides that, yeah, I just had those people was kind of like, oh, it's just as a fad, and then she's gonna be over in a few months on to the next thing. Like, yeah. But for the most part, my mom was very supportive, my husband's very supportive. Yeah.
That is so awesome. And you have a 2-year-old
Yes.
and a new baby coming.
Yes. So little my first daughter, she will be 2 in August, and then my second one, I haven't told a lot of people the gender yet, but that one will be born on September 4th. That's the due date. So
Yeah.
hopefully
Yeah.
they
I
come
was,
out on
so
time.
we were talking before the camera went on, and I did that. I have 10, 9, and 7. So the first two are 15 months apart, and the second and third are like 20 months apart. And it's something, girl. That's all I can say.
So I've heard.
It's something because I used to think that I wanted twins, and then when that
Oh,
happened, I was just like, yeah, God knew I was not ready for. I don't even know how people do it. Like I honestly can't fathom people managing two babies at the same age at the exact same time. Like
yeah, I would be a crazy woman if that was that was me.
your big win. So said you got your first work order in August, and
Yes,
then January of 2021, which is basically not the tail end of the pandemic, but things were kind of like dying down a little bit, I think. 'Cause
right.
March of 2020, like basically all hell broke loose, right?
Yeah.
And then everything had slowed down. And then we had multiple moratoriums, and we're still in one now that's going to end June 30th. I don't think it'll be extended. But January comes along, and you have your biggest month ever during the pandemic. When
Yes.
so many people are like, I'm going to wait till after it's over. You were just like, no, I'm going to, go out here and make it happen. So tell us about that month. Like what happened? Like what happened?
So pretty much this is a house that we've been dealing with for a while with a particular company. And there was, oh my gosh, when I tell you the house, I thought our first house was bad. This one was so disgusting. My contractor said there were rats and squirrels jumped up in the garage. It was
Yeah.
just a
Was
hot
it
mess.
this Atlanta or one of the suburbs?
No, this was a little bit outside of Atlanta. And I forgot the city.
Okay.
But yeah, I forgot the city, but it's a little kind of country town.
Okay.
Um, so pretty much the ceiling had caved in the house, and the living room was just filled of debris. There's dead cats in there.
Yeah.
Um, all kind of animals, and then my contractor's like, I think they may even had a horse or something, but I don't know if that. It was just all kind of disgusting stuff in the house.
Okay.
So with our work orders, we typically do not get any debris removals, but because they wanted the roof to be done, they needed the floor to be cleared out under that. So with that, we got our work order for debris removal, and it was $5,000.
Yeah. So were you guys excited about that?
So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. How did it feel when that happened? Were you like, finally, were you like, I knew it was gonna happen? Were you just relieved? Like, what did you feel when you got
You
it?
know, I was excited. I was like, okay, cool, because that's what I've been waiting on. I've been waiting on those big debris
Yeah.
removal work orders. So I
Yeah.
definitely was surprised to find out that we got one so soon, especially with the moratorium, because it's like,
Yeah.
oh, it's personal property. We can't really do those right now.
Yeah.
But when we got that, I was like, oh my gosh, we did,
Well,
we
probably because
did it.
everything was considered, it wasn't personal property at that point because it was all damaged and
We'll
mobile.
discuss it
Yeah.
exactly.
So you got it all out of there. Yeah, the day, and then you can charge more for hazardous debris removal too.
Exactly.
Oh, that worked out well. So so that's $5,000 and for that job, and then for the whole month, how did you guys turn out?
And then for the rest of the month, so we were getting a lot of, I'm trying to think, I called them, what did I? So it's kind of like their initial secures, but it's kind of like you can do whatever.
Yeah, it's initial secures, but a lot of
Yeah.
allowables. Yeah.
Right. Yes. So we had a whole bunch of houses that had pretty much open game pretty much. So I was like,
Yeah.
look, if you guys see something need to be done, y'all go ahead and handle it.
Yeah.
So we had a lot of those, and then at the end of January we cleared $11,000 in a pandemic.
In a pandemic with a new baby.
Right.
Well, a toddler and a baby in the oven, I should say.
Yes.
That is so exciting. Like, oh my gosh, like that's a big deal.
Right. So I was definitely super excited about this. I was like, yeah, this one of my little job, not little, this definitely not a little hustle, but this
Right.
one's definitely here to stay for sure.
Yeah.
This was here to stay.
Your friends were like, yeah, girl, 3 weeks, you're gonna be doing something different. You
Exactly. Cause yeah, that I'll tell you, that first house, I was like, oh yeah, this not gonna work. No.
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
So you don't have a 9 to 5 right now. So Tiara, what is pushing you? Like what's driving you right now? What's your motivation?
Really, well, of course, family, of course, but just freedom. I wouldn't say I necessarily have a goal, a money goal, so to speak, but certain things require money. So pretty much that's my big thing. I want my time and my freedom. I have 2 kids. I want to be there for everything for them. So when they go to school, I want to be there for field trips, this, that, and third. So I just want to make sure I'm always available. And then I like having control of my time as well. And I feel with property preservation, real estate, I can do that 100%.
Yeah, you said earlier that you were considered, or your husband said you were insubordinate at your job.
Yeah. I'm just not a good employee. And I feel like, it's if you can admit that, that's good. Yeah. So yeah, I just, corporate, the standard 9 to 5 is just not for me. Not bashing anyone who does have one, but it's not for me personally.
Yeah, I was that exact age. Wait, was I? No, I was 21 when I had that realization. On my first 90 days at my job, I was just like, yeah, no. I just is it performing? I guess to a certain extent, right? The performance, the masks, the code switching you got to do.
Exactly.
I was just like, yeah, nah, this is.
It's like the politics. It's not for me.
You progress based on how well you're liked, not necessarily
exactly.
How so if you're just one of those, I'm just gonna do my job and go home, you're not gonna go very far in corporate.
Exactly.
That is so awesome. So what was I going to ask you next? Your husband, what does he do? Is he supportive too of you? You said he's supportive of you as well. But what's his background?
So he's in I guess kind of like sourcing. So he works for a recycling company. So he helps build relationships with the company, and then he outsources to suppliers so that they can source out to small businesses so they get their recycling and whatnot handled.
Oh, very cool. Yes. And you guys are in Atlanta. Any plans before I even ask you that, what does a perfect day look like for you? Since you said you're not working towards a specific dollar amount, like what if you if your day was going exactly how you wanted it to be, where would you be? Who would you be with? What would you even be doing? Like, what does that look like?
So this, I guess, during pregnancy or outside of pregnancy?
Outside of pregnancy.
Okay. I was like, a pregnancy, as long as I get my 2 naps in, I'm good. But that gotta happen every day. But pretty much, So traveling is one of my things. I love to travel. So my next, I want to go to Thailand.
Yeah.
So yeah, just in Thailand, just relaxing, spending however much time I need to take
Yeah.
to relax, unwind, and then yeah, just enjoying the views,
Yeah.
eating good, sleeping good still, even I guess outside of pregnancy. And yeah, just living life.
Yeah, that's what you would do. Yeah, Thailand is on my list of places to go to. What does your day to day look like outside of your two naps, Tiara? How long are the naps? Because my naps when I was pregnant would be like 2 hours.
Yeah, exactly. You wake up like, oh my God, how long I've been asleep? So pretty much so real estate, I don't know how it is where you are, but real estate, the market is absolutely insane right
Crazy.
now. So my buyer clients, I feel for them. But so we usually have showings. So yeah, then I have my contracts I usually have to do. So a little bit of admin. Then of course the admin for property preservation, processing the work orders and whatnot. I probably going to get somebody to do that eventually. Probably especially before the baby comes, because I know I'm not gonna have time. But yeah, doing that and then just relaxing. So I'll say maybe 5 or so hours where I'm out, and then yeah, I
That
can do
is
what I want.
awesome. That's
Yeah.
that's that's about right. I was plotting, writing down my dream life and dream day, and it's definitely like it might even be 3 hours worth of work.
Exactly.
I
That's
wouldn't.
I'm trying to get to that. I'm trying to.
I would do nothing.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
bad. But I have, worked and done. I feel like I've worked so hard for so many years. Like it's overrated. Um,
Yeah.
what are your plans for the future in terms of preservation and your real estate license? Where do you see? Are you going to expand to other counties in Georgia? Expand outside of the state? What do you plan on doing?
Yes, I definitely think so. Right now, I kind of was able to reel in a little bit since activity picked up a little bit in the metro area, but definitely plan on expanding eventually, getting some help, and then maybe even expanding out to other states.
Okay.
And then with real estate, I plan on getting my broker's license next year, so that kind of take me out of the streets a little bit and have other help other people do the going and showing the houses and whatnot. So
Yeah, yeah. The
yeah,
showing stuff gets pretty exhausting pretty fast. I remember.
exactly.
And in Georgia, so I know in Illinois they had changed it to where you had to be licensed for 2 years as an agent before they would let you become a broker. Is that how it is in Georgia?
Yes, I think it's actually might be
3
3 years.
years.
3 years, yeah.
So they're
So
changing. They're making it harder.
yeah.
What advice do you have for anybody considering preservation?
I would say, if once you jump in, so whether it's your course or whenever, go at it full force. I know some people, I definitely feel like it's something you can do while you have a job. It may take you a little longer, but it's definitely possible. You stay focused, and literally the course, the steps are proven to work. I followed them to the T, and I had no problem whatsoever. So yeah, just really just stay focused and do it. Just it's gonna sound real foreign, but you'll start to understand. I
Yeah.
remember the moment when it finally clicked. I was like, oh, I actually know what I'm talking about. So that was good. That was good.
So you are something of a serial entrepreneur. It's even like you've been willing to try a lot of different things. So do you think that made it that was a benefit or something that was a disadvantage?
I definitely feel like it was a benefit, and it kind of helped me. So outside of property preservation, it definitely helped me be more disciplined. Because this was kind of like the first thing where I didn't really have to do a lot of outside research. It was kind of like, look, literally ABCD. This is what you do. If you follow these steps, you're good.
Yeah.
So with that, I learned a lot that I can apply to my other businesses that I have going.
Yeah.
So definitely very, very valuable.
Yeah, in terms of being like having a blueprint and just
Right.
having to be organized.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've learned. I mean, I've always felt like I was kind of organized, but like when you really like zone in and focus on something, and you bullet point it out to a certain extent, then you can like train other people, teach other people, apply to your other businesses, and you're
Right.
like, oh,
Exactly. Exactly. Also, it's going so much easier. I'm not running like a chicken with its head cut off. So it definitely helped in many ways.
yeah. Do you see yourself going back into corporate?
No, absolutely not. No, no, no.
Oh, somebody's watching this somewhere, probably bad. But you're clear. You're not saying that people shouldn't go into corporate. You're just saying that it wasn't for
It's
you.
not for me personally.
Yeah.
But I 100%, some people like the corporate life.
Yeah.
I just don't like it. Just don't like it.
So do you have a lot of family in Atlanta? Do you see yourself pulling in other family members or like helping them either in getting their real estate license or starting in preservation or anything along those lines, or just in terms of being an entrepreneur? Because you've done something that many people want your life. I don't know if you know that. Many people want your life. And I just want you to be like clear that it's a tremendous position to be in, to be able to be in, to even not even be 30 years old, right?
Right. Yeah, I def so most of my family is here now. Especially well on my mom's side, and then my dad's he has a sister, and then his mom is still in Virginia. But yeah, I guess if my family expressed the interest in wanting to do that, I'll be very surprised. I'll say that if they wanted to get involved in it, but I'm definitely down to help whomever if they wanted to pursue something in this.
Okay, that's so awesome to hear. So you're probably going to be either recruiting now or recruiting in the near future. So can you just shout out again the name of your company, where you're located, the website if you have it up, and just how people can or contractors can reach out to you or anybody?
Okay, so yes, so my company name again is TS Realty Group LLC. I am in Atlanta, Georgia, but if you're in other areas of Georgia, I may have to work for you as well. My website is tiarajones.com.
Yes, ma'am. I am, girl, this is made my day. I'm like, oh my gosh, like this drive and ambition and work ethic, and just even a realization that you know that you want to be in corporate America, that is phenomenal. Like that level of clarity is just so rare to see. And if you keep that, man, well, you already know if you did $11,000 in January, like next January, you got to be at least 20, right? So
Right, exactly. Gotta double it. Exactly.
because the pandemic is, kind of we're on the tail end of it. So thank you so much for doing this. I appreciate your time.
No problem. Thank you for having
All right,
me.
and good luck. And then tell me the date again, or what? Well, you can. I'll email you the date for the new baby. I want to make sure that I send a small gift because I think.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tia. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you. You as well. Bye.
All right, guys. As you can see, Tierra, out of Atlanta, is doing very well with her business. I'm so glad that I have been able to talk with her and get this information out to you guys because I think it is incredible to have somebody so young. And I'm 27, I'm 41, so 27 just feels like, a lot younger, but so incredible to have that level of success, that level of clarity, a level of focus, and still be able to pull in 5-figure months. I think that is absolutely astounding. So, drop your questions below if you have any. Drop them in the comment section. I'm going to do a pinned comment where I'm going to post Tierra's contact information as well. And stay tuned for our next feature. It's going to be epic. As always, sending you guys love, light, peace, blessings, grace, and clarity. Until next time.